To order a retrial, the court has to be convinced it's in the interest of justice. So John Clark, speaking for the appellants, was arguing that it would not be in the interest of justice. Remember now, you have a constitutional right to a fair trial within a reasonable time. And he raised this issue. And I can tell you, Archie, it's clear this is going to be one of the pivotal issues in deciding this case.
So in Barbados, in one case, said 8 years was too long. And we are saying that for us in Jamaica, it is fair that all Jamaicans can come to an understanding that perhaps after 8 years, after 10 years, it's too long to subject Jamaican citizens to that kind of ordeal of another trial and another cost and another expense.
Why you always do that?
Look how much woman there on the internet. Why not go post iFreaka?
So what that have to do with me now? Me can't tell.
Emperor seal, nothing official Maroon documents.
Yeah, they need to know.
See that? Sealed by the Emperor seal.
Sealed by the Emperor. Because I think Queen Africa more you can see. They really come from it.
The law requires for you to be able to get a police record, right? And you're not able to get one. So what are you doing?
He didn't respond, but shortly after, he was taken into custody for further questioning.
Outaroad is out and about. AAK, Bro God, Mr. Andrew Wellness. Morning to you, sir.
You look out the road. Yeah. That hypocrite, man. If you come out, you say you're a taxi driver still, but general. If you come out of the taxi driver protest, because politics you are bringing in, I can't no go.
I am not good at apology, you know. But when the thing named J. Ray and his nephew inside of you, you don't have no control of what you're doing.
So where does the case go tomorrow? Is there any indication of that?
Yes, we're going to continue to hear the lawyers for the appellants. John Clark, more than likely, will continue to...
Subscriber, wagwan, big up on yourself, you know, my people. You don't know how the thing go. Respect and manners goes out to one and all. Yeah, man, big up to all of the new subscribers, them. And if you're there a long time, respect and manners, big up yourself as well. Watch what go on, people. As usual, you don't know this style, you don't know say. We have a couple things to talk about, you see it. So, you know, the second day of Vybz Kartel, you know, hearing towards if him forget freed or retrial, you know, as passed. So we basically are going to summarize some of the main points where we see go on that day, people. So stay tuned for that. So when I say, we also, they are and I wonder if Lady Star is returning to dancehall. And we now go on to know why we say that. We see a particular post where went viral on the internet from Lady Star, and fans can't help but wonder what really are going to see it. We also see where MC Nuffy and L.A. Lewis, you know, call out Queen Ifrica brawling on camera. We are going to look into what are going there so as well. We are going to see that. We also see we have a, you know, shocking piece alive with Pretti and also Khago and TikTok people. A bag of things are going there. So you see it. We also see we're a popular PNP supporter who was arrested in a taxi strike. You know, basically apologized to Prime Minister Andrew Wellness. You know, supporters of the, you know, the taxi driver is saying that he was forced. So we are going to look into that and see what going on there. So we also see where a JLP supporter is saying that he not really accept the apology, but you know, him basically appeal to Darrell Vaz, who is the Minister of Transport, and you know, speak in favor of the taximen as well. You see it. So a number of things, people. We also see where a man get fully dark on the Adidas brand, and I say, yo, them are endorse and push certain narrative and agendas on Jamaica where him not subscribe to. Now go on to see what go on. So do the right thing, people. Subscribe to the channel and also click the notification bell. Let's get into it. People, in the whole Vybz Kartel hearing, comparing to the first day, I think this first day was a bit more steamy than the second day, you see? Yeah, man, I don't know if it was because of the first day and everybody was excited to see how it kick off and so forth and you know, on the second day, ones get more comfortable. However, you know, on the second day still, you know, them start out the court and the judge make them know, say, you know, urge up the lawyer them to use the time wisely, you see? They are saying that, listen me, this thing cannot pass Friday, so we compile together and make sure no fit in whatever not fit in at the time span. You see it? Yeah, we don't want when it reach Friday we are here say boy, Your Honor, you know say a half of the information we get we submit or whatever array. You see it? Them I say yo, but in this thing I go on like a joke thing. You see what I say this is not a joke, this is a serious thing, this is a court. You see it? So the judge make them know. I don't know if them feel like them did a move too slow the day before or whatever, but you know, basically the judge I say present one or present fast. You see it? Because at the end of the day, we only have until Friday and this matter cannot pass that time. You see what I say, people? Yeah, man. So that was like the first starting out things, people. But in terms of like the main pointers still, one of the main point we see, you know, is Vybz Kartel, you know, making an utterance. He is saying that, you know, a retrial would hurt his dependence. You see, people. You see, and according to what they are saying, you know, Vybz Kartel has complained that a new trial will hamper the ability for him to provide for his 17 dependents people. You see what I say? Yeah, man, and you know, compare, you have like a lot of arguments that was presented from day one and also day two. But comparing to some of the arguments, ones would look on this argument and say, you know, it probably kind of weak and this is not something where them would have even taken into consideration. You see what I say? But at the end of the day, Vybz Kartel is on trial, so you don't know. And you know, it's basically at the crossroads them there. So a man probably just tell himself, say, yo, me I empty the clip, you know, me just say what me I say. And what stick and what no stick, you see it. But once me look upon it and say, well, but first thing first, you know, being in prison for your crime, you don't know all of them things that are going to be considered your punishment, you see it. So you can take care of your family, this and that and that would be a part of your punishment. And the next thing, where I'm going to look upon, I'm going to say, well, you're there for X amount of years and, you know, your family are going fine. So what would that be the difference now? But at the end of the day, as I say, people, Vybz Kartel is on trial, so he must know, and, you know, him have him lawyer them and so forth, we advise him and whatever. So they must know whatever them are present out the people. But that is one of the main points. You have other stuff, people, so check this out. Another main point, people, is, you know, some utterances that was made by one of the lawyers, Mr. John Clark. You see what I say, people? And this argument that Mr. John Clark presented is one of the reasons why I would have really want to watch this thing on live stream for myself, because I'm not even sure how the media paint the argument or frame the argument, because the media would have framed it as if he make a little speech and then the judge just shut it down and then them just keep it moving. But when me even listen like Mr. John Clark himself speak, and when I even look into the argument, just he say, yo, it can be, it is a thing where I go be trouble in this whole case. So when I say, people, so according to the Gleaner, they are saying that judge issues sharp rebuke of criticism of appeal court in handling down, appeal court delay in handling down Kartel's judgment. So when I say, people, and according to the readout, they are saying that the Court of Appeal Judge Justice Marva McDonald Bishop has hit back at criticism about the length of time that the court took to hand down a judgment in the murder appeal brought by Vybz Kartel and his co-accused. Defense lawyer John Clark, during his submission this morning, raised the issue while emphasizing that there was systematic delays in the criminal justice system. He says the delays must demonstrably justified so that the appellants can have a fair trial. You see it? However, you know, as we say, the justice had some stuff to say, people. So this is what Miss Marva McDonald, who is the judge, said. We established questions for the Privy Council, Mr. Clark, and the Privy Council refused to look at other questions. The Privy Council focused on one narrow issue which anybody in the world could have resolved without legal training. So don't compare that to what happened here. So basically, Mr. John Clark has said, listen, you know, in the Court of Appeal, it take about 10 years for the man them get to that phase. That's what I say, but in the Privy Council, it just take probably a year or a couple of months and so forth. So the justice, I say, she not like that comparison to people. You see, but at the end of the day, in my view, what I really lie still, You see what I say? But, you know, we understand, say, Jamaican system different from whatever, and what if a little thing we have to look on. But as me say, it can be a dangerous argument because Mr. Clark can make it known that cases now Barbados span to like 8 years and get thrown out because they must say, you know, it's too long and it would be a breach of one's constitutional right and so forth, people. So we don't really know how them are going to look on it in Jamaica. And at the end of the day, this case is like a case where a magnifying glass upon where everybody are look down upon. So the Jamaican authorities can't afford to, like, you know, pull no farmer string to make it look like, say, you know, no farmer bias in the thing, or, you know, make it look like them not really capable of angling a case or so forth. So I think this is going to be one of the fairest case and the fairest ruling, and so far, people, everything seems fair and balanced to me. You see what I say? All of the decisions make sense, all of what is being accepted makes sense, all of what them reject makes sense to me still, people. You see what I say? Yeah, man. So as me say, Mr. John Clark, we see a reasoning with him, and him make it known, say, yo, you know, this can be a breach of the ones them constitutional right, because, you know, the man them have to wait 10 years, and he's saying that it's definitely not a good presidency for poor people, because, you know, he might say, yo, based on that measuring stick, how much other people have to go wait upon that time and so forth, people. So as me say, that is a very interesting argument, people. We have like the reasoning from Mr. John Clark in person, so I think we get a more clearer understanding from what he is saying, people. So we are going to play it and you know, tell me exactly what you think. And, you know, even though we don't want to jump the gun and whatever, you can tell me where you feel like this argument is going, if you feel like it will amount to something in this case or whatever, people. You see, but, you know, as me say, it can be a troubling piece of argument, and it can be a piece of argument that is going to be a good look for Vybz Kartel them people. So check this out.
Responsibility to the justice system to hear, consider all the submissions from the appellants, to make a determination at the end of the day of what the interests of justice should look like.
Did you go through all the material you intended to go through for today?
No, tomorrow we will be going specifically through most of the affidavit evidence that's right before the court, including the medical reports and the psychological reports that were done in relation to some of the appellants, to make the point to the court that it has been an ordeal for these appellants to have to wait for so long, 13 years, and that we are worried that this case may be a precedent for other Jamaicans, poor Jamaicans, who may now have themselves subjected to a system where you can be in custody for 13 years and then subjected to the ordeal of a new trial when your money is essentially done.
And on that point, Mr. Clark, you urge the judges to draw a line in the sand, you said to them. And just now you mentioned poor Jamaicans who may face a similar situation. Could you say some more about what inspired you to make that argument today?
Well, in other jurisdictions like Barbados, the judiciary have decided that ultimately there comes a time when if our justice system can fully try you and convict you, it will be unjust to make you go back to trial. So in Barbados, in one case, said 8 years was too long. And we are saying that for us in Jamaica, it is fair that all Jamaicans can come to an understanding that perhaps after 8 years, after 10 years, it's too long to subject Jamaican citizens to that kind of ordeal of another trial and another cost and another expense. Because what it would be an incentive for the system to know that in doing justice, we have to move with alacrity, because persons are being affected by our decision, and ultimately we do not want that to happen. And ultimately, for any well-meaning, well-thinking Jamaican, would all want a situation in which the guilty are convicted and remain convicted, and the innocent walk free. But if we have a system whereby it's taking so long, ultimately what we'll have is that scenarios may happen whereby the guilty are walking because our system realizes that we don't have to do nothing today. We don't have to collect a witness statement today. We can do it tomorrow, and eventually it takes too long, persons become disinterested, and we have a country which is ridden with crime.
So is it fair to say the arguments you made today were not just centered around your immediate clients, but for future Jamaicans who may find themselves in a similar situation?
It was centered around the ordeal that they suffer But we are also recognizing that if the court say can happen to Kartel, it can happen to other Jamaican citizens, including the poorest of us. So what it means is that if a Jamaican is in custody for 13 years and then he comes and says, my money is done, I have next month to find a next lawyer, and I'm worried that the system won't give me justice, it means that in such a scenario he may very well, if a president is said one way or the other, may feel aggrieved, and we're asking the powerful court to examine our arguments and in light of all the facts of this case, do what they think is just. And that's what they'll ultimately do, even if we never ask them.
Sir Clark, at the beginning of your presentation, you mentioned something about when the trial is granted, the defense would put forward for the accused to be tried separately. Clarify what was meant, if that's exactly what you said.
No, we're not saying that the accused should be tried separately. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying at its core is that we want the court to examine the special facts of this case, which the court knows, and then for each of the appellants, examine what are the factors against each to decide whether or not they're going to order the trial in the case. And so all we're asking the court to do is examine the facts of each appellant and come into a decision as to what is just.
And you noted that once that is done, we may find that the conclusion for each of them will be different.
Now, what we said at the beginning, and to be quite clear, is that we are of the view that the line in the sand is supposed to be the main point, being that for all of the appellants, it is unjust in our view for a Jamaican citizen to be waiting in prison for more than 10 years to have the appellate process completed. We think that it's unjust. It shouldn't happen to Kartel, it shouldn't happen to anybody. And we're saying that regardless of who these individual appellants are, it shouldn't happen to them, it shouldn't happen to your child, it shouldn't happen to your grandchild. And today, and for this matter, that the court will say it can't happen.
Yes, my people, that is Mr. John Clark, and that is the argument where I present. There was a little bit of breeze in the background, but me open to listen carefully and, on to hear what the man say. So, as me say, people, you can leave on the thoughts and tell me what you think is going to happen as it relates to that argument so far, people. You see what I say? Yeah, man. So, you don't know. Make we get into some more other topics. So, leave on the thoughts and tell me what you think, As we said, that was day 2. So, stay tuned for the updates for day 3. You see what I say, people? Not say a word. But make we go into some other topics. We have a couple more things to talk about. We have Minister Marion, aka Lady Star, people. And, Lady Star, aka Minister Marion, left a very interesting message on Facebook, people. You see what I say? And it have a lot of people I wonder and a question if she are going to return to dancehall or where she really depend, people. You see what I say? Yeah, man. We see where the message reads, people. I am about to make some of the hardest decisions I have ever made in my life, which may take me back to a place where I never dream of going back. But it seems to be heading back there. From this moment on, I know many will curse me out and they will say they have predicted it. But what can I say? Sometimes you just don't have any fight left. Please do not call my phone or send any message or send any emails trying to find out what is happening to me. Cause not much true love out there for me anyway. May God help us all in these times. So people, we don't really know where Minister Marion all depending. A lot of people are speculating and I say, it look like Minister has channeled our way back to dancehall. But boy, I'm not even sure where Minister depending on people. I say, probably Minister wake up and all that trolling up people. So I say, yeah man, and Minister thing look crafty because I don't even know if it's just a new tune Minister promote people. Because we don't see where Minister made another post and the upload is a link to a song, people. And Minister clearly has stated, blessing everyone. While I am here seeking answers from God, please download this song you have been asking for. Here it is. Download this one on all platforms or something like that, people. So I don't know if it's just a musical promotion. Minister Marion Alepan, true Minister knows the whole way in tune to the whole mix-up thing or whatever. And from she says certain things, people are going to run with it and so forth. You see, so I don't know what people, I don't really put my heart into say, she a return back to the dancehall. I more feel like a troll, she a troll still. But I don't know what still people, tell me what you think though. You see it, I can be right, I can be wrong. Probably I have the right and specific answer, people. So leave it in the comment section, make we move on. So we have MC enough people. Yeah, man, me see where MC Nuffy, you know, basically do a little clap back to Queen Africa. You don't know Queen Africa, it sprinkle some flame pan him and LA Lewis say. The Maroon thing where them a deal with a fraud. You see what I say? However, you know, as we say, LA Lewis and MC Nuffy responded. Not in a disrespectful way still, but basically, you know, MC Nuffy say, Queen Africa, whatever she has said, she can't really stop him from go get him documents. And, you know, he is basically saying as well that, you know, if Queen Africa have a problem with what LA Lewis do, she should, you know, set up fair thing with the Flagstaff Maroons them, and so them can get them official thing and stuff with people. Yeah, so I may say, and you don't know a LA Lewis, so I'm going to have a bunch of stuff to say here and there and everywhere, people. So check this out and tell me what you think.
Yeah, man. So the Emperor seal, Nuffy, official Maroon documents.
Yeah, they need to know.
See that? Sealed by the Emperor seal.
Sealed by the Emperor, because I think Queen Africa more you have see. Yeah. They really come from me thing that more you have see. See the Queen.
Tell the Queen to stop her word, man. We're going to marry her, man.
Yeah. Queen, see the, and this is our word about.
Yeah.
See the idea.
And see my idea. Yeah, word say me fly down from fire and come for this.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, tell you one bag of thing. Go put your thing together.
Yeah,
LA putting thing together.
You have to fly down because it's important.
Yes, it's important. So LA putting thing together. So we there for him. So put your thing together.
But Elliston Road police come down tell her, say, Queen, go check LA and get a Maroon. And the police station tell her, no. So we come check the Emperor.
You know what the Queen problem? The Queen are worry about the young people. They want to know that's what supposed to worry about. Don't worry about the young people. If you want them to listen to you, don't approach them like that, so disrespectful. Just like LA. Him approach right and proper, I will just come for with documents right and proper. So we love the Queen now, we not decide.
I'm a wife.
Yes, a LA wife. What make this LA wife?
But she move like a berry somebody.
Oh, one of your wife?
Yeah, put up a resistance.
Putting up a resistance. One of LA wife, yo.
200 rebel got out of the picture, Queen, come grass over, man.
Yo,
come
get the document.
Your pug sovereign ID, Queen Africa. So nothing, no, nothing. I don't know about somebody that road now.
No, I'm not normal again.
The ambassador.
The ambassador.
Let's see what mark my ID.
See there, look for my ID.
Sovereign.
What is it?
Yeah.
What my documents, because you think it's a catch thing. See there?
Yeah.
See there, Queen?
Na Yankee Pong.
Alright. I'm the ambassador. So let me show them. See there? Yes, I'm fly down feet, so I come feet. If you would have something where you put together, would have reached just the same because we have to support you. Queen, we want you to stay on the right lane because you're somebody who I respect and rate, and you know that. So I'm never talking no disrespectful argument.
No, okay,
but you see her talk to the youth, and when she talk to the youth, them, she style them as dirty and she style them as cocky and them look at something there. Queen, we don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
Zane, we don't want you to do that because you're somebody who love and respect and will rate you. Zane, I want Queen Africa, you know?
One Queen.
One Queen.
And our dream.
Zane, and that dream, like how we have ladies and we say you want to return, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
see that's the Queen Africa crowd there. Anytime Queen Africa already are crowd
right side there. So we are.
Now fear cheer up the side of the Queen's quarters. Yeah. My boss are only patrol we have the fear chode out there so. Yeah, the chattings.
And the chattings. So Queen, get yourself together and come. We get me thing. So when you put your thing,
police escort here.
Right. We can send police escort here.
Yeah, I want to put Maroon police about. Yeah, big up Isaiah leg too.
Yes, I'm Maroon police.
Maroon police. Yeah, man. I big up Copeland Farms.
I'm Maroon police.
Maroon police. Yeah, so big up Shaka. That's what we tell them up here for your bike back.
Alright, people, later. I want no young Kipong. I want to know. We shall be. I'm here the ambassador, so watch out.
So that is the Emperor and MC Nuffy, you know, people. So I say, yeah man, I don't know what to think, but you know, Queen Africa say them thing fake, you know. You see it, and you know, them know the truth and them take away certain things and go formulate other things and so forth. And so that was basically the fire where Queen burn still, you see it. But you know, as me say, basically for them clap back is you know, Queen fi organize with the other ones them and formulate a thing where them can support as well. So I don't know what the thing still, people. You know, leave on the thoughts and comment and tell more on the thing. We are gonna move on to another hilarious thing where we see are going on the internet. So Khago and Pretti done people. Boy, I see a little piece of TikTok live people. I just have to share it. We don't know, cause as a matter of fact, I not even gonna tell you know what I go on. Just watch this and tell me on the thing.
You don't see breast them a grow. You don't see breast them a grow.
You couldn't just calm down. Let me get to a nice little rapid girl.
Khago, you know what more I'm talk to you about for real? Like, if you always a go company live and I play with my feelings, I could stop this. Cause me just I don't know what you really are deal with. Like, if me supposed to laugh when you say these things, like why them so funny to you? Like, you go force me to tell you bad words, like for come, you know, like stop do that, cause whatever the fuck you think you do, it don't cute. Like, to me, it's not sweet and a pretty boy thing you do. No nice, no nice.
Let me tell you about Ivan, you just a catching on your
talk
feelings.
about Ivan to me, like, you can't find other people for go talk to about it. Like, why the fuck you choose me?
Remember me a steppers, you know, me a pum pum steppers. Me a no nobody baby father nor nobody man, you know. Me a come to help us.
So the fuck you come to help me do? Where you come for fucking help me do?
Just come figure out one back as our one baby and just step.
So you so we not there.
You say we left last week. Make up your mind.
Me can't say anything more want to say out of my mouth.
You need to start talk out of your ears.
Because if me a breed for you right now, how me a go left you? That's a foolishness.
We left girl we breed all the while. You remember yard man no fuck and stuck, you know. We are not dog.
What do you have to laugh about? Like, what the fuck y'all laugh for?
Listen,
you know?
if you don't make me feel like I'm here the man in a relationship, it can't work.
So what me I do to make you not feel like the man now?
First thing me tell you, stop play a game with this guy.
You see me playing a game with him? Sure. You just ever want in an argument over foolishness. You said no game with the guy. There is no game with the guy. But every time you want to talk about the guy. Fuck you and the guy.
Me can tell you something?
Don't tell me nothing.
Go put on, you show too much skin. Go put on something.
I know my skin. You know say you left me. You know
go
say you
and
left.
put on something. You show too much skin.
You not tell me I breeze out my pregnant belly. You not tell me off to deal with my blood clot pregnant belly.
Who post your wine up? Somebody send it to me when I gym this morning.
I was not winding up. I them do that. That is like an AI. And
AI what?
It was an AI.
After your gay eye friend. Post your wine.
Why you always do that? Why you always do that?
Look how much woman there on the internet. Why not go post eye freaker?
So what that have to do with me now? Me can't tell people what to post.
Tell him not post you. Me tell you first thing, me tell you, report that guy.
Let me call him.
Alright,
okay. Let me call him. This is sick. This is sick. This is sick. I not understand why I have to go through this, but it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. He not answer him phone, obviously.
He know you're there on the live and in jealous.
He don't know say nobody there for no live. People sit down and watch people to see when them go live.
He watch everything what you do.
Him nobody at all. Excuse me. Come in, answer the match so I can flag you. Him not answer. Let me send him a voice note. That to make you feel better, let me send him a voice note.
Me want to see where the police put him in a handcuff.
Good evening. I'm there for live with my baby father. You have a problem, so you put up that video with me a wine. I ask you please, could you take it down? Could you take it down and have a graciousness in your heart for don't post me a wine again, please? Don't post me, I do nothing a fucking tall, me I beg you. Because the constant arguing and the bickering, me not do it. Thank you, sir. Have a lovely day.
Somebody tell me this morning, say maybe picking you off the auto.
So, how much people you plan to show the one belly pan no Khago? Because me a whole last week, this week, who for belly? Because you say, who for the belly of food car? You show it on this man. You make me send him on voice note, bro, like, who me breed for, like, me don't know, because you, when me a auto, you know, when me for find auto for get auto front, what me know about auto?
I don't know, me just tell you, look how far me there, England far. Somebody said me
ruffle my belly, a ruffle. My belly a ruffle.
You look like a bingo bag right now in a bingo bag, I don't know.
Top the screen, my team. Me no know, me.
Oh, you know, say yard man no mind pick me already. So when you no breathe, you no fi walk pan niggle. Eh?
Tap the screen here, my team.
Tap up his screen, tap up his screen. Cause you know, this girl need punishment.
Yeah, my people, that I go on, what I go on with Khago and Pretti, and you know, tell them one thing, Jaja know. A man in one I comment, them say, yo, Khago, take out the cut off jeans and Clarks behavior out of Pretti, and you know, basically make she move like, like a real woman, calm as ever. No screaming and bawling and cussing out people. Jaja got no people. But anyways, on some more social issues, people, we see where, you know, popular PNP supporter Outaroad. You know, if you follow up this channel a long time, you probably know Outaroad, you know, if you burn the fire one way or another. However, you know, there was some arguments as it relates to the driver's license for the taxis, them driver them and other ones, and you know, Outaroad them never really take it kindly. Some of them decides that them are go put forward a, you know, basically peaceful protest and so forth. And you know, you don't know, for some reason or the other, Outaroad got arrested in the whole thing and you know, get questioned and so forth. However, him get released and all of that still, people. But one of the strangest thing is when Outaroad drop back a road, people, we see where Outaroad actually apologize to Andrew Oles and say, yo, him got too hard, but him blame it on the rum still, people. You know, ones and ones, I say, well, it's a genuine apology, but you have other ones that say, no, this look like he was forced. You see what I say, people? So, I want to listen to this and tell me if the apology was genuine or if you don't feel like a government badness, people. Check this out.
Morning, family, morning. Top of the morning. This is Outaroad speaking. Greetings in the name of Imperial Majesty. Hello world. Hail Yahshua the Black Christ. Outaroad is out and about. AAK, Bro God, Mr. Andrew Wellness. Morning to you, sir. I am not good at apology, you know. But when the thing named Jerry and his nephew inside of you, you don't have no control of what you're doing. You understand me, sir? So I'm telling you, when I watched the video and I realized that I rub you so hard, I tried to take it down, but people already run with it because you know they like negativity. People always want to bring down people, so they like run with the negativity. You understand me? But I am very sorry for rub you that hard, sir, because that was rude. Anybody could see that was way out of line and out of proportion and rude, because, you know, when I hear that I was going to lose my driver's license, you know, say, everything just gone up in my head, frustration just take over, and me lose focus, and me just start drink, and this is the result. This is the result. But we went in dialogue with the police yesterday, and the police said, you know, let's see how we can work things out in an easier way with we, the police, and the transport. So who control the key right now is the Transport Minister, Vybz. So I'm not sure if they're making you look bad or they're making you look good, Mr. Holness. But I mean, Transport Minister Vybz has the key in his hand. Remember this sector, we are the sector that controls Jamaica. Like the road is the vein and we are the blood who run through it. So if you stop the blood from running, the country will stop from running, Mr. Brogard. So please instruct Vybz when he come out to speak what to do, because this is a very, very serious sector of Jamaica. You have to control it very well, Mr. Andrew Wallace. So listen, I am very sorry to rub you like that. So we take it from there. So today we are waiting on Vybz to free up the country. Sir, have a nice day. God bless you all. Outaroad speaking.
Yeah, my people, so that is Outaroad speaking. And I want to think about the apology, though, people. When I feel like I force Outaroad in custody, I say, yo, you have to apologize to the government and so forth and or you feel like, because that come off as weird to me, you know. Not that me I say, or me I support the one for just out here at disrespect the Prime Minister or disrespect, you know, anyone I lead as them, Mark Golding or, you know, this man or that man or we don't really subscribe to that, you know. I feel like a man can bring across him points, or even if him disagree with the leadership and so forth, without, you know, resorting to certain level of disrespect. So I am not sure if, you know, Outaroad is just being a man and just say, oh, you know, say, me say a couple things when I really right, and we out here in the street and represent for the people them, or him just, you know, them page him differently. Tell me what they think, do people. And we also see Principal Sweet has some stuff to say, even though I say I'm not really subscribe to Outaroad reasoning and so forth, because of politics Outaroad I deal with. You know, him still frame him argument in line, and I say, yo, him feel like, you know, the proposal that Vybz them make with this whole license business, they need to retract it and so forth, people. So I'm going to take a listen to what Principal Sweet is saying quickly. Check this out.
I use my programming on the day I've called upon the Minister of Transport. You see me, it's a Vybz. Very principled minister, and a very hard working minister, and a very understanding minister. So I deal with, I use a platform again to big up all of the taxi driver right across Jamaica, and the minibus driver, see, and the public. So I deal with, and big up all of the people there. I don't big up Outaroad, and I don't big up Hardbar. You look Outaroad. Yeah. That hypocrite, man. If you come out, you hear me I say, you say you're a taxi driver still, but general, if you come out of the taxi driver protest, because politics you are bringing, like, that's no good. Because Labour drive taxi and PNP drive taxi. So you see the 10 points that come off everybody on the line, see that affect Labour, it affect PNP. You see me? And the minister ain't done set a meeting to meet with the eye them. I don't know if you're in the management team to sort it out, and you know going to lead a protest. Saying, all right, Mr. Minister, your brother appeal to the eye. Saying to make a sort out a thing there with the taxi driver and the bus driver there. Saying, because you see the 10 points that come off of them license that are, it worried by the driver there. Worried, because what am I saying when you take off 10 or 5, you know, you're suspending them license for 6 months, and them have a family general to take care of more. Some of them even borrow money from the bank and buy a bus. Some of them have only for bills, so some of them have all pum bill to pay just that way. See me? So Mr. Minister, behalf of the Jamaican people them dada, me a talk on them behalf as a Jamaica Labour Party family. And me a call up on the I-Star. And the Transport Authority, the people them vote for, you know, the people them vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. And then vote for PNP, People National Party. At the moment, the Jamaica Labour Party, the government. See, you know, I love how the I, them are lead general. I love how owner set the place. But my general, to me, general, you see, a little ash measurement, too much ash measurement one time. More you do it step by step. Step by step, my general. Because a little more no general. Because watch you know, you don't know the people them say, you know, any little thing go on. Them blame the Jamaica Labour Party and them blame the Prime Minister, say them no love poor people and rearing. So the hypocrite them are go. So Mr. Minister, say if you can retract back a little talk, they retract it back. You see the 10% and them thing official, the 10 pints will come up, the 10 pints will come up for them lies. You see me I deal with? Natural. Say if you can retract that, the general. You say if you take some pints off of one license, the general, say you suspend people license. To me, make it reach about 25 pints. And if 25 pints come off of one license, you can suspend a man license for about maybe 3 months. Because you have a concern, say watch on man, them have a family to feed, you know. And them have bills, them have furniture bill, them are sending people to go school. Some of them borrow money from the bank and buy a car. So you see me, you know, my general, people are my motto. See me, I hold it for them and rule, you know. Hold it for them lack of discipline. Hold it for the taxi man, them man. More when I meet that done, Mr. Minister. Everybody on the both side can feel good. You as a minister supposed can feel good. The taxi driver feel good. The minibus driver feel good. The police and the transport authority feel good. Because when you put on them ash measurement there, you know, the time 10 pints, you know. Both the police and the transport authority, you know, don't put on too much pressure upon the taxi people there and the minibus driver. So and we have a smart minister. Minister, we have a smart. So I deal with Mr. Vybz, Mr. Darrell Vybz, we have a smart. Election around the corner, my boss. I know them people already, so evil and negative thing. More time than use a little thing and turn it around. You see me? You understand, so that I try your best in my general right to put discipline, maintain discipline and law, decency upon the nation road. Because you have a whole heap of unruly people upon it. But that's why you do it step by step, my boss. Step by step.
People, that, you know. You see, you want to think about principle sweet argument. And one final thing, we see where a Rasta man chant fire in people. You see when I say man a bonfire hard, and why am a bonfire? Basically Adidas. You see when I say he is saying that, you know, Adidas have certain agenda, and you know them not really like the new football promotion where them see them get with the youths, them have all flowers like a wedding them there and them I say it kind of look shaky, and I don't know a Jamaica representation and Jamaica itself and a whole not really subscribe to that. You see it, any man a subscribe to that in a for them personal thing where them a deal with, but the island and a whole, you know, that is not really our subscription. So basically Rasta say disappointed in Adidas, you know, because Adidas has been a brand where him a wear from him a youth, you see it. So the fact that it reached so far, him have to go done with that, the brand completely. You see what I say? So check this out, people.
It's my blood clot brother, me a grow.
Fresh
me don't want
drop.
to wear no more blood clot Adidas. Go suck on no mother. Adidas, go suck on no mother. Me not wear no more round of this blood clot Adidas. Go suck on no mother. Me go suck on no mother Adidas. No go away. Come back clot. You know me run again. Suck your mother Adidas. Adidas go suck out your mother. See there? They are my brand and me a grow. Suck on no mother. Me no want no more round of here. A bad man, me shit up people. Now wear your brand again. Done with your brand. Adidas, me says a bad Rasta. Bad Rasta said that. Me done with your brand Adidas. Me done with your brand. And me says so Adidas. Me no want no more no brand for here. That's my culture, this when me a grow. Me love Adidas. And me I tell you, me no want no more no brand. See there?
So yeah, my people, when I think about the Rastaman action, you know, Rastaman cut up the boot, you know, people. You see it? Yeah, man, the man I say, yo, Adidas folly. You see it? Because even if them brand I represent for this and I represent for that, fine. But do not try to introduce and inject it into where people do not want it. That is basically where I say still people. But I don't know one thing still, if I feel like, you know, it was just, if I feel like the ones them are overthink this whole thing with the whole flowers thing, or I feel like, you know, them have a particular agenda for you. It kind of look away still, because I don't understand what a bunch of man do with flowers and them thing there still. You see what I say? But, you know, to each his own still, and, you know, I think we hear Queen a blaze a fire upon that same thing as well. That's what I say, people. So, you know, we don't know a Jamaica settings and so forth. And as we say, certain things we don't want them are forced upon we as Jamaicans. You see it? You do your thing over there, so keep it to yourself. That is basically how I want to look upon it. You see it? But anyways, people, big up on yourself, bless up on yourself. Catch you on another one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too, you know. I'm out.